In this edition of the Parliament Report, the House approves bills to improve financial management in the public sector. PAC wants adjustments to government's internal audit system and passing the baton at PAC. The House of Representatives on June 7 approved companion pieces of legislation dealing with issues of policy, administration and financial management in the public sector. Two bills, the Public Bodies Management and Accountability Act, the PBMA, and the Financial Administration and Audit Act, the FAA, were debated and passed by the House, effectively amending the parent statutes. A critical amendment to the FAA Act is the barring of deferred financial arrangements. Finance and the Public Service Minister Audley Shaw piloted the bills in Gordon House. Making reference to Section 24E of the FAA Act, which addresses credit agreements, including deferred financing, Shaw said, "The proposed amendment seeks to make it unambiguously clear by explicitly prohibiting deferred financing arrangements as a part of the scheme of financing." A new provision in the bill requires accounting officers to appear before committees of Parliament when summoned to speak on matters related to his or her functions under the law. Turning to proposed amendments to the PBMA Act, the Finance Minister pointed out that an amendment to Section 5 of the law creates a new framework for borrowing by public bodies. According to Shaw, the proposed amendment is for borrowing by public bodies to be approved by the Minister only if such borrowing is consistent with the government debt reduction target. The amended FAA Act also insists that public bodies adhere to the government procurement rules and guidelines. The hard-hitting Public Accounts Committee, the PAC of Parliament, wants substantial changes to government's internal audit system to tackle major weaknesses in the public sector and to save the Jamaican taxpayers hundreds of millions of dollars. This forms part of a number of recommendations contained in a report to be submitted shortly to Parliament by the committee. Members of the PAC highlighted sections of the report during their June 7 committee meeting in Gordon House, the seat of Jamaica's Parliament. According to the PAC report, during its deliberations, the committee discovered that losses and irregularities occurred frequently in many ministries, departments, and agencies. Members argued strongly that steps must be taken to minimize, if not eliminate, the loss of scarce government resources. The report stated that losses were manifested in various forms, such as overpayments in allowances and emoluments, and the theft of items such as computers and other equipment from secure storage areas. The committee said that in many instances where items went missing, this was facilitated by the lack of proper inventory system, failure on the part of responsible officers to record the items in the existing inventory, and inadequate controls over access to these facilities. Outgoing committee chairman Dr. Omar Davies said PAC members expressed their frustration over the inability of the systems to have individuals removed from these positions or imprisoned, sending a clear signal to these persons that their actions would go unpunished. And when the PAC hold its next meeting, newly appointed opposition spokesman on finance Dr. Peter Phillips will sit in the chair once occupied by his predecessor, Dr. Omar Davies, from 2007. At the June 7 meeting at Gordon House, committee members paid tribute to outgoing chairman Dr. Davies for the professional way in which he has conducted the deliberations of the committee. Dr. Maurice Guy, a committee member who has a perfect attendance record, hailed Davies for his grasp of the issues and the sector. He said his handling of the deliberations has diffused many potential storms both inside and outside the committee. Andrew Gallimore, who also boasts an unblemished attendance record, also acknowledged the professional manner in which Davies dealt with the proceedings of the committee. Davies was also saluted by committee member and Deputy Speaker of the House, Marissa Dalrymple Philibert. And that's how we bring the curtains down on another edition of the Parliament Report. Until the next bulletin, I'm Edmond Campbell saying, walk good.